LDY Orion, huh? Is it any good? I'll tell you. The Orion is essentially LDY Balisong's budget competitor, competing of course with all the other companies trying to sell budget Balisongs. The LDY Orion certainly competes, let's just say that. Before we get into this review, however, if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe so that I can afford an LDY Orion V1.5, because that would be pretty cool, and then I can do a comparison between the two. Drop a comment as well and a like, and let's get going. So the LDY Orion is a Balisong made by LDY, meant to be cheap and effective, in contrast to the Cygnus, which was meant to be absolutely insane and absolutely a big pain in your wallet. That wasn't very funny, sorry. The LDY Orion is made out of all these materials. I believe 6061 aluminum. I could be completely wrong though, so I'm sorry. It's got T10 screws, which I know that for sure. It's on hidden Zen pins, which is really cool, and a feature that most Balisongs do not have at this price point. Very cheap, which I will tell you in a little bit. It has a sandwich construction, a bushing and washer tuning system, which is really good. Leads to a very good swing. Has one of the most insane unboxing experiences out of anything besides maybe my Bionic OSI, which is really good at unboxing on that thing. And it's got this really cool Cerakote type thing. This is the Orion, the Orion. It was the Blade Show West exclusive. Cost $10 more, but they gave you a free comb blade as well. So that's pretty cool. As you can see, my flips are pretty darn smooth with the Orion, even though I barely flip this thing. This is one of my most neglected items in my collection. Just pretty sad, honestly. I don't know why I never flipped it, but it's really good. It's like really good. Now, for the price of this guy, this will probably blow a lot of you away unless you know what it is, which is probably also a lot of you. But the LDY Orion, remember I said budget, stock LDY Orion costs $100, and you get, like I said, one of the most insane unboxing experiences ever. This right here. With the LDY Orion, you get a trainer blade, a normal blade that comes on the Orion, a huge spare set of hardware, which is like absolutely insane again, a big nice box, and if you were at Blade Show West, a free comb blade. Really cool, like insane unboxing experience. Now back to my flipping, which is what you all want to see, definitely. That's a really good unboxing experience, not gonna lie. LDY is notoriously good at their unboxing experiences with their Balisongs, like the why am I blanking on the Sirius V3 or V2 or V1, all coming with a cool like soft shell case with like some cool stuff. There was like custom band-aids and like spare sets of hardware and like keychains and stuff. Really good experiences. Same with the Cygnus, but I did not get to experience that as I purchased mine secondhand. Now, the Orion is one of my most, like I said, neglected flippers, but it's also one of my most insane flippers. And I don't say that lightly. Of course, it doesn't beat out any of my Grails or my Kraken, but I think it beats a lot of my other stuff that is above it in price. I have a huge collection. If you want to go check it out, I have a collection video previously on my channel. Yeah, go watch it. When it comes to the tuning of the LDY Orion, it's pretty darn good actually. If you are an idiot and don't use Loctite like me, in my first recording of this video, it had horrible tolerances, so I had to fix it because I don't use Loctite. But I got my screwdriver now, so I'm just going to showcase the tuning experience. So something absolutely insane about the tuning experience of the Orion V1 is the T10 hardware on one side of the pivots is all the way through. So if I had like a slightly longer Torx bit, I could shove it in a lot further. And this basically means that you won't strip your screws. Super nice. You can get tons of torque and get it really, really tight if you want to. Mine is not that tight because I'd rather have perfect swing than it being a little too tight. But it's something really good about the Orion. And yeah, they need to do that with the Cygnus, except they discontinued it, so they need to sell Cygnus hardware that is like that. Because most of my Cygnus hardware is stripped, which is kind of dumb. Yeah, tuning experience out of the way. Let's talk about something special that I did with my Orion to make it flip really, really good. What I did is I took out the spacers. The Orion is a sandwich construction, like I said, and it therefore has spacers at the end of the handles. And they aren't supposed to be removable, just like they're obviously supposed to come out, but they're not supposed to be left out. But I left them out to see what it flipped like, and it is so much better. You get this experience, this balance, that's like really good. It's more blade bias and neutral, which in contrast to the handle bias that the Orion typically has. And that's something really cool. I believe that is something that the Orion V1.5, the upgraded version of this guy, has adapted more with an adjustable balance, I believe, or just more easily removable spacers. Something to look out for though, if you do this with your Orion, you got to make sure to not tighten down the screws all the way down at the end of the handles. Just tighten them to where they're tight enough that they won't back out. But if you make them too tight, I'm not gonna show you guys, the handle gap will get really small down here. Or not the handle gap, but the handles will just, it's really weird. Don't do that, please. So, the Orion, like I have said, is something I really enjoy. But let me tell you guys why I enjoy it. After I do a sound test, of course. Because you guys have been waiting for that. And I don't want to let you down. Sound test right here. Not too bad for $100, like holy cow. The Orion is a pretty good sounding Balisong, partially because of how tight the tolerances are. And here's tolerance just as well. Obviously got no tap. And the play is not that bad. It can be a little bit better if I just tighten my screws down a little more, but I think that is pretty respectable for a $100 Balisong. Now, let's talk about some things that I love and hate about the Orion. Things I love. I love the comb blade that it comes with. I think that's really cool. I love the blade shape on the standard blade as well. It's got this really nice little choil for if you accidentally do a bite side chaplain. Yeah, something won't happen. Certain something. I love that it's got this adjustable balance that I kind of finessed it to have. I'm a huge fan of this deep hardware. Very, very cool. The bushings are pretty good. I love that it's on bushings, but I'll talk a little bit more about that. I love the hidden Zen pin construction, and I love the flipping and balance of it. Also the weight, it's a very light weight. I'll put that up with all of these specs right here if I haven't already. And yeah, those are the things I love about the Orion. Now, the things that I don't love or absolutely loathe about the Orion, and believe me, there are a few. One, I absolutely hate how the trainer blade looks. Like, look at this thing. It's kind of ugly. No. I'm not a fan of the Cerakote because it peels off when you drop it, and it's like a purple color underneath it. And I can't just strip off this Cerakote because it'll look all weird. So I got to keep it with little purple splotches. Not very cool. Let me see. I know there's more. Oh yeah. I wish that these little pins down at the bottom of the handles next to the end pivot screw was a little bit longer so that I could tighten these down a lot tighter without having these spacers in there. That's something I wish it had. And let me see, what's the other thing? Oh yeah, the bushings. Like I said, I love that it has them, but they are not very good. All 4 of mine were slightly undersized. Yeah, all 4 of them were slightly undersized, and that wasn't very cool. I got them to work, however. It just took a little bit of work. Also, the washers that they run on are kind of weird. My Squid Industry Swordfish had tap and play pretty badly, so I took a couple of the Orion washers because they're actually thicker than normal washers, and I put one on each handle of my Swordfish, and now it's got good tolerances. So they're kind of useful, but still, the washers are pretty thick and kind of weird. Also, the fact that it's on a sandwich construction was kind of weird to me. I'm not a huge fan of sandwich, but it does provide a good amount of grip, so maybe I'll feel a little better about it in the future. But yeah, that about wraps that up. Let me see. Is there anything else I should talk about? Any other points? Let me talk about the Orion 1.5. I don't know too much about it. Like, I've watched lots of videos on it, of course. I know that it's made out of better materials slightly. I know that it's cheaper, which is really weird. It's got titanium washers, also weird, but really cool. I wonder if you could anodize those to like a cool color. Cool colored washers, that'd be kind of weird. I know it's got an adjustable balance, at least on the trainer. I'm not sure if the live blade Orion 1.5 has an adjustable balance. I heard that somewhere, and I don't know if it's true or not. The Orion 1.5's got really cool colors, really cool anodization options. Just think of this Cerakote, but as an anodization in bright colors. They were able to do like a splatter anodization with aluminum, which you normally can't do. Something about the Orion 1.5 though is it does not come with multiple blades. It just comes with the single blade that you order with it. That is why it's cheaper. But yeah, I will hopefully be getting an Orion 1.5 before 2025. I know there's a lot of 2024 left, but I got a lot of other things to buy first. So yeah, make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed. Hope this video helped out. Go check out LDYBalisong.net is their website. Go check them out. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comments of this review, and help me out a little bit by letting me know what you'd like to see in my videos. If there's anything that you absolutely dislike about my videos, if you have anything that you think I could do better, let me know, and I'll try to change it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.